Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhbl.com for short. It's reaction time. We are taking a look at some of the bands that are going to be playing this year's AoniaFest. It's festival look time. There's so many festivals coming up in 2025. It's super, super exciting. And one that we have got a lot of love. I've attended a few times and, you know, should put it out there. We are sponsoring it again for another year. It is AoniaFest, this time taking place on the 15th of November, 2025. It is AoniaFest VI, of course, headlined by the symphonic epic power metal progressive metal band that is Aonia. Lineup wise, as of the time recording is almost complete, and this are the bands that are currently playing it. We have Shooter Messenger, Warlock AD, Bovid, Final Burst, one more to be announced, and the band that we're going to be taking a look at today, Bansith. Now, you know, I will say each announcement has come along and I've gone, who? What? You know, the difference is I say it in my head. If you're that one guy that we've noticed keeps commenting, going, who? Who's these bands? In the comments, ha ha ha, aren't you clever? Grow up. Yeah, I set in my head and then immediately I decide to go, right, well, I'm going to go look at these bands and I'm going to get to know them. And by the time the festival comes around, it is November after all. We are many, many months away from it as of this time of recording. Plenty of time to get to know the bands and hopefully find some excellent, excellent music. I look at pictures, I look at backgrounds, and I think this is intriguing, you know. All right, some of it sounds incredibly, not weird, that's the wrong word, but it's like, huh? Like, is it Warlock AD that roll the dice to decide what songs they're playing? What? First off, you fucking nerds. Just play, you know what I mean? But also, what? And stuff like that. And I believe, like this year, someone's making a live debut. Like, the band's not played before. That might be Final Burst, I think. I think it's them. But Bansith is one that really kind of got my attention as a sort of starting point of a reaction. And yeah, we're going to check out the video for Divided, which has an official video, which is even cooler. Have you checked out any of these bands for AoniaFest?
I haven't yet. I'm in the exact same position as you are in that I don't know anyone. I think I don't know anyone. The only name that I felt like might have been familiar to me was Warlock AD.
Mm.
But again, I don't know. That could also be because of the movie Warlock.
Yeah,
But,
cool movie.
so yeah, I don't know anything about them. I mean, same as you. It's quite far away. Every festival I ever go to, I'll create a playlist at some point, and I'll be putting songs from the bands on them, so that when I go there, I know the songs. So, but yeah, I haven't done
Cool,
that yet.
cool, cool. Well, they're from Sheffield. Apparently, they're an alternative metal band. I believe they have an album out. Yeah, The Final Lullaby, which came out in 2024, August 2024. So that'll be the album to check out. And this is where this actual track comes from. Yeah. So I'll just add that on Spotify. All right. Divided. Let's check this out in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. Boom. There we
Mm.
go. Hmm. 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 I'm not sure that's entirely what I expected, but then I don't really know what I expected. Problem is with a term like a genre term like alternative metal, yeah, that could be literally anything. I think I've got a vibe really what that means, but even still, that doesn't quite fit it. To a degree, it does, but then you're like, well, okay, the riff is very heavy and it's very rocking and it's very frantic and stuff like that. But then you've got these ethereal style vocals, and that's what it kind of feels like. First, I was a little bit like, oh, this doesn't, it didn't feel like it fit. I couldn't quite get used to it initially. The kind of way the vocals are quite kind of got this ethereal feel, and then you've got this kind of like very traditional hard rock, heavy rock riff going on,
Yeah.
and heavy drums and all that. And it didn't feel like a fit, but it does kind of settle down. You get used to it, and then it kind of just works nicely, particularly when it hits the chorus and you get more power, more range, and stuff like that. Great vocals, great instrumentals as well. I like the speed, I like the energy of it, even though the vocals kind of have a more like swaying vibe to it. It does feel like you could kind of move your body and headbang to that. And then imagine live, it'll go down quite nicely in a loud room too. There's something I'm hoping I'm not like having like a stroke or something, but there was something going on. There's some starry effect, some sort of melody effect going on in the background, in particular the choruses around that area. Were you hearing that?
Yeah, I mean, I felt there was some backing, like
Right,
sort of
like
like a
keys
layer
or
of,
something, but very,
yeah,
very light, right?
yeah,
Cool. Wasn't just
yeah.
me.
You're not
When
having a
you're like,
stroke.
yeah, yeah, was this it? This is it for me. I'm gonna just collapse. But yeah, that was weird. I liked it though. It had a nice little touch.
Yeah, yeah, and I really like I mean, the big selling point for me was just that contrast between the music and the vocals, really, which I
Mm,
quite liked. It creates like quite a nice sort of listening sensation. You know, she's got a very nice voice.
yep,
Um, and the music in the background is it is kind of strange. It does kind of like on one side of it, if you focus in on the music, you're kind of like, oh, you know, I could headbang to this and
yep,
move a little bit. And then if you focus in on the vocals, it's more like a kind of like gazy, sort of shoegazy, sort of dreamy, swaying almost like, oh, I should put my
yep.
hands in my pockets and look at my trainers sort of vibe.
Mm.
You know, so when the two of them are kind of going, in a nice way, it kind of creates this almost odd sort of sensation and feeling where you're like, you know, focusing back and forth between the two things and kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself. You know,
And I think that might have been, I think they reflected that in the video. So you look at like the guitar, the drums, and the
Mm.
bass, and like they're kind of going for it. There's a lot of energy there. And
Yeah,
like she's not standing still, but like it's a different kind of vibe. It's a little bit more flowy, it's a little bit more loose, less rigid compared to, particularly the guitarist is really going for it in that video.
yeah. But like, I mean, it's very listenable, very
Mm.
listenable, and the voice is very listenable, which helps it a lot, you know. I'd be very interested to see stylistically if this is the same pattern that they kind of do, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, is it always this kind of contrast between the rockier music with the dreamier vocals, or do they mix that up as well, you know? But I enjoyed it. I didn't see any Sith anywhere, but then they looked like they were on a windy hill somewhere in the country, so
Yeah, talking about video is pretty solid, man. That was like nothing special going on there, but it's nice, artistic, and you've done really well to kind of capture the sort of space and emptiness of the area while giving the song clarity. There are other videos, we'll definitely come back to them because there's another video for 350 million, which has an official video as well, including some live stuff. Oh, there's a track called Opium, which features Jamie Smith of Ataka and Oliver Parks of who? Steel Mage. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's definitely more to check out. But as a
yeah.
sort of like first introduction to Bansith, because that's literally what it is for me and you, I'm impressed and I want to know a little bit more about them. And I'm intrigued. Well, we'll be there live. We will be there. So we will certainly see them when they play at the Corporation in Sheffield on November 15th at AoniaFest VI. So yeah, what do you reckon? You got any thoughts on that? You know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.